Welcome back to the podcast. I missed you. Did you miss me? So, first of all, please, if you like what you've been hearing, support your girl, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything just to support and subscribe to someone's channel. It does go a long way for them. And the word spreads, and I'm doing something spiritual, so I definitely want the word to spread, and to hit the like button. That helps with the algorithm as well. And comment, because I do want to be in the comment section with you, answering any questions you may have, guys. It's important to interact, like spirited people finding each other. It's great. So moving on into the topic, which is foreshadowing. Now, I majored in theater, and then I went to school for massage later on to be a therapist. And I've been a massage therapist for like 12 years, and it's fantastic, But when I went to school for theater, you dive more into foreshadowing. You do. And we know these words, right? But there's certain things that take a little bit of a delve into, right? So theater did that. And this is like foreshadowing right now. Like I did that, and then later on, it's big in my life now, in my spiritual world, right? I started to notice that everything we do is a foreshadowing. So, and it has a major, it's big. To me, foreshadowing is preparation, like you're preparing for something. So it'll show you, and then it will come up later on. Not deja vu, it's a difference. So you'll talk about something. For example, I've told you guys in my tarot readings, I don't know if you watch, if the same audience for the podcast is for the tarot readings, but I told you guys I've been traveling, right? There was a time before I was gonna travel where my friend was talking about, oh, you can live in this spot over here. It's cool because I have it. It's a whole thing. It's a whole situation. I'm not gonna give away certain things, but she was telling me I can live there, and if I wanted to move to this state. And I was like, I don't know if it's for me to live, in that state. I don't want to live in that particular state, So it came up. This is just an example, okay, guys? And so months, or is it like a whole year later? I'm trying to think. It's either a year later or several months later, right? This same place comes up for me in a major way where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to live here, but I need it for a certain period of time. And now I got to use it in a different way. It's a whole thing. I'm not trying to give away too much of my life and the person's life, but I just wanted to give you an example because it did help me in a major way, and it did come up, but in a different way. Like I didn't need it for the same reasons that she was presenting it to me in the first place, but I need it now in a different way. So it was like a foreshadowing. That's just an example, but it's important for you to take heed to these foreshadowings because later on it's going to show up in a major way for you. So you have to take it as preparation. And you're like, how am I going to know what is for being foreshadowed and what's not? Hey, it's everything. Just be prepared and not paranoid, just prepared. So if something comes up and you're like, I'm not sure about it, just keep it in the back of your mind that it can come up again in a major way and you can utilize it. So maybe even before then, try to see how you can utilize it. If you can't, write down some ideas maybe. And then if you're like dismissing those ideas, but just keep them there on the paper because you might have to go back to them. Okay. You just never know. Just be prepared that it's going to show up in a major way in your life. I will let you know the more obvious ones, right? Because I'm saying it's everything, but there are some that are more obvious than others, or is going to lead to something more major than others. And it's just a topic for me to tell you that like this happens. You don't have to prepare if you don't want to, but that's what foreshadowing is when it comes to the spiritual stuff for me. And I noticed that, and I just want to share it with you guys. It's pretty interesting. It's like a really interesting topic for me because I noticed it so much. Like it's happening a lot. It's happening back to back, as if I need to speak about this foreshadowing. And I just want you to see and prepare for whatever's coming up in your life. Like take heed, saying that might come back, and I want to be ready for it when it comes back. All right. Not that you won't, because regardless, it's coming up for a reason, But it's good to always be prepared. That's just how I am. That's how I see things. So foreshadowing, preparation, and you should prepare also for what's to come. It's kind of like your dreams. I'm a dreamer, as you guys know from listening to the podcast. So I have predictions that pop up in my dreams all the time. And they're preparing you. They're like warnings, some good, some bad, right? But they're preparing you for what's to come. And I know what dreams those are. Like, I'll have a dream and I'll wake up feeling a certain way and thinking a certain way. Then I'll know that's a prediction dream, right? Because I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you to prepare for this, foreshadowing. And you're like, everything, certain things, like topics that come up amongst you, your friends, your family, things that just pop up and they seem important, but like not useful. I find those to be the ones that are foreshadows. So that's how I would take, well, for me, in my personal life, that's the ones that I see that are like that. So I would take heed to those. If you don't, it can't be everything, of course, right? So just pay more attention to certain things that are a bit more major, but you're like, like I was saying earlier, it's like when you have the dreams, to take heed. So that it's not every dream that you are going to take heed to, like you would certain dreams. So I would like for you to follow me on that idea, okay? That path there, because I know it might seem weird that I'm saying, well, there are certain things in your life that's going to pop up and later on they're going to pop up some more. And it's like, okay, so which ones? It's the same concept as the dreams. They don't all pop up, but you kind of know which ones will, because you feel it if you have those kind of dreams, all right? I'm assuming a lot of people who watch me do have those kind of dreams. So it's the same concept, and I want you to roll with me on that one, okay? So that is pretty much it for that topic, to be very honest with you. It's not a long podcast. Actually, you're probably going to be surprised at how short this one is, because they've been quite long. But that's all I wanted to say. It's like a quick pop-up to talk to my friends about something that I found very interesting and very true, right? Because it doesn't happen just to me, and the proof is in the pudding, right? And it happens to a lot of other people that I know. So foreshadowing is a thing, and I just wanted to come and warn my friends about it and say, hey guys, just take heed to certain things that show up in your life a certain way. They're going to show up again. Just prepare for it. Until next time, I'm out.